We've got our own business, so we had to make sure that we still could afford to live and to pay all the bills and everything. So it was literally just the times when he did get infections that he wouldn't be working.
I was all set up in the room with my laptop and my phone and papers and everything else.
I remember writing a blog post where I just said to people, how prepared are you? Do you have a will? I didn't. I wrote mine in hospital. How many people have critical illness cover? I was lucky, I did. I'd always resented paying it, right up until the point where it became the most important piece of paper in my entire life. Within about a week of my diagnosis, I started writing a blog, purely because I was absolutely inundated with texts, emails, Facebook messages, Twitter messages, asking how I was, and it became overwhelming. It was a good coping mechanism for me.
There is a book which your doctors will recommend called The 7 Steps, which I highly recommend reading because it is a fairly comprehensive review of the processes through which you're likely to go through, and some of which you'll experience and some of which you may not experience, but it lays it all there for you out in layman's terms so you can understand it.
I did look through 7 steps, but my strongest suggestion would be simply to take each day as it comes. If you consider every aspect of the treatment and everything else all at one time, you'll simply be overwhelmed. It's too much.
There's a scar there where they went in through my jugular to put the line in.
They ask you where you want it, and it's, for a woman, it's on your décolletage area, it's on your chest area. And I didn't care, but I probably would have appreciated female advice in saying, look, on that, when you do come out the other side and you're wearing a V-neck top, it's going to make a difference to you then. So just have a think about it, like where you want it. I would ask for it further up, more towards my collarbone, and to the side if possible.
Managing your health becomes a new job, and unfortunately I'm still working at that part-time, but it's still a job for me, and it probably will be for a while longer yet. I've never once ever missed a dose of medication, and making sure you hit all the appointments, trying not to get sick, being absolutely religious about hand washing. But the hard thing is when my children are sick, what's the first thing a mother wants to do when has a sick child? Go to them, be with them, make them feel better, right? Do you know what my initial reaction is stay away, love. You know, you can't get mummy sick. Should mummy go stay someplace else? Should you go stay someplace else?
I was taking the anti-rejection drugs. I was also taking antifungals, antibacterials and antivirals to protect my body while my immune system grew. I took them for 6 months and then I stopped, and now I don't take any medication for anything.
Just buy yourself 1 or 2 pill boxes that you'll pick up at the chemist, in which you'll be able to put each day's drugs 4 times over.
I didn't care for a second how many drugs I was on. I was happy to be out of hospital and, on the road to getting 100% better and getting to remission. So it didn't bother me in the slightest. It really didn't. I'll take whatever you need me to take, because anything was better than what I had been through.